You're there. You've gotten to the point where you're ready to propose. We know you want to keep it a surprise, but maybe you want to capture all that emotion in photos. There's a lot that can go into this, and maybe you're at the beginning stages and you want to figure out how to pull this off. We're here to help you with tips and strategies on how to put everything together, keep it a surprise, and capture that moment. I'm Royce with Walston Photo, and let's talk about it. First of all, we're here to help you have a flawless proposal. We not only want to capture the emotion, but we want to help you plan this because a lot can go into it and you probably have a lot of questions. The easiest way is to hop on a phone call. We want to get an idea of your vibe, find out if you already have a vision and a plan, and then help refine that so that this turns out exactly the way you want it. Probably the biggest question is location though. So let's take a look at what goes into making that decision. Where is this going to happen? You may have a location in mind. That's really a big factor that drives a lot of the other details here. You may have a first date spot that you're considering. Maybe it's a location y'all like to go to as a couple. Maybe you don't even know. Maybe you need some input. And we've done a lot of proposals in many different areas, and we can help give you the pros and cons of each and what might fit perfectly in the look and the atmosphere you're going for. Could be an area lake, could be a river, museum, botanical garden. There's so many different options, each with its own characteristics. We also will help you scout locations so that it fits exactly what you're looking for. Once you have that nailed down though, the next big thing is the timing. That location can have a big impact on what time of day you do the proposal. So let's look at factors that play a role there. We've got the location, let's talk about the time, because location can have an impact on that. We may have to work within operating hours, or we may be free to do what we want. Ideally, we like to shoot at sunset where the light is its most beautiful and the photos look incredible. But regardless of that, we like to build in some buffer time. We had one proposal where we received a text indicating they were running 20 minutes early. My reply was, no problem. We're already here and everything looks great. We're ready to go. It went perfectly. The other consideration is the photography, whether it needs to be a stealth approach or maybe we disguise it as a couple shoot. But let's see what's going to work best there. We realize that you may be wondering, how do we even do this in terms of the photography? You know, the perception is, oh, we're going to hide in the bushes. And that's somewhat true. There's two approaches. There's the stealth approach, which we just mentioned, and there's disguising it as a couple shoot. That can be trickier because they may know something's up if you're trying to get them to buy into a photo shoot together. The stealth approach can work well if it's a location where a photographer doesn't seem out of place. But even if that's not the case, we find a way to blend in. We've even disguised one as a senior photo session when my daughter was along. Regardless, what we want to do is capture that yes. So let's see how that plays into this. The yes, we know that's key. Capturing that moment. We're going to give you some guidance and tips on how to approach this and make sure it goes smoothly and that there's plenty of emotion there so that your photos look great. We'll talk about capturing those reactions and what all goes into this. We give you a moment to be together just as a couple before we move in and do more engagement style photos where you two are interacting with all the excitement and joy that you're feeling. We'll also get some great detail shots of that engagement ring. But we have a bonus tip that will help elevate this even further. You may already be thinking of some ways to elevate the experience here. Having flowers, a personalized sign. We always suggest have something planned around it, like a special dinner or a party. We've even seen a live musician at a proposal. It really had a big impact on the atmosphere. Regardless, feel free to leave a comment below. We'll link to some additional proposal tips down there. But reach out to us. We'd love to hear your ideas and plans and make sure that your proposal is fantastic. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.